it's just going to be down to if one of those players does get caught out. We have seen this a few times, Enzi. We haven't seen any kind of colossal 5v5 team fights at level 1, but we have from time to time seen the odd player or two getting caught out there for the first blood. Question is, are we going to see that here? As looks like the entirety of SK are just going to kind of lurk around that river. Not really going to commit to anything as of yet. And it looks like it's pretty much just going to go back to that farming fest that we had the entirety of last night in the end, Enzi. Very, very heavily farm-based was last night's action.
Absolutely. Candy Panda and Nif are actually going for this invade. They were looking to see if TSM, KX, and Special were on the golems. You know, trying to get them golems was going to try and interrupt, but they will not be doing that. Oriana going to be pulling that red buff now. Special going to help out as well for Odd One, so that red buff is going to go on towards Odd One straight away. Mundo is going to start on that blue buff, is going to advance to Wolves, or maybe even, well, he actually started Wolves, sorry, so he's just going to cross now, as Ocelot will be facing off against JY Park in mid. If you don't know, Reginald is quickly just subbing out. I think he just got his wisdom teeth pulled out, and he's still actually at his house at the moment. He's not in the TSM gaming house, so they have got Park in for this game. But the question is, how is he going to, you know, play with TSM? Is he going to be good? Is he going to fit into the team? I mean, I don't think he's played with them before. I think he might have played with Dyrus once or twice, but yeah, it's just going to be interesting to see, I guess.
Yeah, it was Bergson last time, and Bergson did a brilliant job. I think we were both kind of questioning, will this work out or not? Did just fine. Depends on whether JY Park can do exactly the same here, but early signs aren't too bad, really. Hasn't gone down early, and he is keeping himself in contention. At top, I just saw there as Bass switched over that Jax was getting kind of harassed down from Dyrus. I mean, Olaf is one of those real terrors at top ends against the melee kind of champions. Because of his reckless swing, his third ability does true damage, and if you're very, very close to Olaf, you can consistently spam that, and it's going to start to really lay down the pain after a few minutes.
Absolutely, and actually Odd One did go into the opposition jungle there, and Odd One is going to go on towards Mundo. Mundo has popped that exhaust and the cleaver as well, going to slow down Odd One now, and he will chase down Mundo as Ari will come to the rescue as well, but the flash has been popped. First blood from Odd One on towards Mundo in that jungle. Great stuff. Ari, which is obviously Ocelot, did try and come for the help, but it was too late. Odd One only burnt his flash right there, and he is going to get a first blood, no problem whatsoever. And Mundo obviously losing both his buffs. He did get that red and the blue, and nice stuff as Kevin is going to go on towards Dyrus now at that top lane. I think they're just going to go under a bit harassed, but you know, the other games we've seen Kevin and Dyrus go out on top is constant harass on each other, and it's just close battles all the time with Kevin against Dyrus. It's one of them face-offs at top lane that you just want to see every single game.
Yeah, it's going to be very, very even, and I think the ganking is definitely going to separate those two at top. I mean, Jax has a very nice escapability, of course, with his leap strike, and of course, Olaf is incredibly good at escape as well. Look, they're going to have some action at top, though, Enzi.
Yeah, literally was too quick to even interrupt you there. I mean, Nocturne came in for the redeem kill as Dyrus did go down there. The Ignite was popped from Jax there at the top lane, and that would be a kill, you know, both in favour. So, you know, Odd One is going to be rocking that 2-0 scoreline right now. Dyrus is going to be 0-1, but Jax did die as well. They're going to be back to their lanes relatively the same time. Odd One just keeping off this minion farm to wait for Dyrus to come down, unless he just does back away. Yeah, he is just going to back away as Dyrus is on his way back, so he should be able to get this farm, no problem whatsoever. Nice job from Odd One already, as bot lane, Nif and Candy Panda are extremely pushed right now against the likes of Kaos and X Special, and they are doing a very, very good job. Mid, Ari looks to have gone back. What did she buy? She did just buy that Doran's ring straight off the bat, and a sight ward as well to see if there's any incoming ganks from the likes of Odd One. Odd One now, he is on 2-0. He's going to be very, very strong in this early game as well. He's going to wait until that level 6. His ganks are going to be tremendous and can really help his team, as Jax is going to go and put that ward down at top lane. And he is just going to go back towards the lane now, back towards Dyrus, who he did just kill a few, I think a minute or two ago. But Dead Rayon is going to come towards top lane, maybe going to try and pull a gank off on Dyrus here. Dyrus has to be very careful, as Dead is in that bush, and he's just waiting for the right time as the cleaver does come out from Dyrus. But I did think he just saw him there come out the bush, so there's not going to be any ganks. Dyrus hasn't got the ward down yet, so they obviously know that. And he will just back away back to his own jungle. But, you know, 2 kills to 1. Odd One with both kills for TSM at the moment. and Jax, which is obviously Kevin at top lane, has a kill as well. But instead of shifting over, Mundo has come up top again as Darius is pushed up even heavier. Has to be very careful. He hasn't got a ward as well. I'm not sure what he's really doing here. Burning Agony has been popped, Cleaver as well, but the Ghost has been popped on Darius. He's going to be able to get away, although the Cleaver did land on towards Darius there, but he is just going to recall, but you know, has to be a bit more careful there. Didn't have a ward down, but he is going to go back. Has burnt that Ghost now as well, so that will not be in his favour.
Indeed, and a couple of pretty big creep scores coming out here. You got Ash on 51 and Urgot on 31, so that bot lane is definitely looking good for Candy Panda and SK right now. Taking the lead, really zoning out the bot lane as Urgot had to go back and try his best to buy up a couple more items. Has taken that second Doran's Blade, the boots, and also has picked himself up some health pots. So that bot lane, early signs looking very good, and you can see that bot tower very, very low on health as well.
And top lane, another gank coming off here. Darius did go in that bush, trying to ward there. Exhaust has been popped. Darius could fall once again. Cleaver did land as well. Burning Agony has been popped. And Darius is on the run, but he has to back away. He is under tower aggro, and the Ignite is ticking down. But I think Darius will be okay. Yes, he will. But another close call there. Dedrayon just camped that top lane with Kevin and forcing Darius to go back once again. And look at bot lane's tower, 65 HP right there. Ouch, ouch, ouch. I mean, all Ash needs to do right now is push once again and dominate that lane and get that tower down. Although Nocturne has popped his ultimate, where is he going towards? Don't actually see that there. He did actually go towards top lane. Apologies, Jax did over push and he was able to gift that kill. Darius wasn't even there, so Odd One looking very, very strong at the moment. 3-0. Orianna is going to put Ari under a bit of pressure, but Ari is going to chase. Ignite has been popped. Ultimate as well. JR Park has to flash away, but Ocelot with that ultimate is just going to come in, but Darius is coming in for the redeem kill. Ocelot has no mana whatsoever, but he has just leveled up, giving him a bit more mana. Darius did miss that Cleaver as well, so the slow will not be popped, and Ocelot will run away, but a very nice ultimate from Odd One once again. That's 3 kills to 2, and a nice play from Ocelot in that mid.
And, you know, Odd One already has Wriggle's Lantern NC. That is scary stuff for him. Really, with Nocturne raining down with that paranoia out of nowhere with his ulti, the amount of damage he's going to be able to put out will be incredible, and of course that's only going to get better and better as the game goes on, so definitely one to watch out for. As you saw before, Ari did manage to pick up that kill onto Orianna. Orianna went back, built up the Sorcerer's Shoe, she has a Doran's Ring, and also a couple wards with a couple pots as well, so Ari is looking pretty strong in that mid.
Yep, and Kevin is going to chase down Darius once again, land that stun, but Darius is just going to go back. The health bot has been popped from both players right now, as Darius is under heavy harass here. Jack's looking very strong, which is of course Kevin, and Odd One is going to farm them walls up, is going to cross now, but I think, you know, Chaos and Special need a bit of help at that bot lane. I mean, you've got Ash on 74, got on 57, maybe just a gank from Odd One. I mean, he's looking very, very strong at the moment, could probably pull off a successful gank, no problem if he pops his ultimate at the right time. Ari is doing a good job in mid as well, as she is currently on 74, creeps to Orianna's 63, so the creep score is getting won by SK at the moment. Top lane, actually, Darius on 56, Kevin on 58, so, you know, it's a bit more even at top lane, but mid and bot lane both getting one from SK, but the jungle definitely getting one from Odd One. Odd One is there in that tri-bush, ready to pop the ultimate off at any time needed. Kevin is pushed as well. And here we go. Is Odd One going to pop his ultimate any time soon? He is waiting there for the right time as Kevin looked to maybe be going down, but Odd One has got that ward in the bush, so he does see vision. And they are just waiting for the right time to pop this off. I've seen this so many times from TSM, and it's worked to perfection if Kevin is just a bit out of position here. Odd One is just waiting at that tower, maybe for the creeps to get pushed back. And he is going to go under heavy attack here from Darius. And there's the ultimate from Odd One as well. Beautiful fear. And Darius will finish it off. Brilliant top lane gank as well from Odd One. Once again, 3-0 and 1. Already got that. Wriggles bot lane did go down as well. X-Special looks to be biting the dust from Ari, who came down from mid. So not looking good at the moment for TSM. And now Orianna is going to chase down Mundo with Odd One there taking point. But they are just going to try and get this tower down. Ari, Soraka and Candy Panda on their way towards mid. Although they are just going to go for this dragon right now. No problem whatsoever. So it's going to be probably a mid tower for a dragon. SK with all 4 players circulating around that dragon. That is definitely going to be a dragon. And I don't actually think, yeah, they should be able to get this mid tower unless maybe Ash pops off an arrow. But I don't think it's going to happen yet. The mid tower didn't even go down, and dragon did. So really nice stuff coming out from SK right there.
Indeed, and Enzi, what are your thoughts about this? You know, a lot of players will want to take those towers down as soon as possible, and some like to keep them up, so basically the minions push an equal distance, and basically can continue to farm. What's your take on it? Would you prefer to take down a tower early, or just leave it up and try and capitalize on that farm?
Well, at the moment, you know, Ari is winning that mid lane, so it would have definitely been good, you know, Park to relieve a bit of pressure, being able to, you know, kind of roam about a little bit, get out of lane. But the charm has been popped from Ari. I don't think anything's going to come of it. But, you know, it really just depends on how your lane's going. Personally, if I'm losing the lane, I'd love to get that tower down so I can just, you know, put the pressure off me and help the other lanes and try and pick up a few kills of my own. But, you know, if I'm winning the lane, then you kind of want it to just stay up, because you can keep just dominating the lane, getting the creep advantage as well, and all that good stuff. So I think it would have been nice for them to get mid down. It's literally on no HP, so I mean one person could go up there and just hit it. But you know, Dragon has got down, and Candy Panda, I think, having to flash away there at bot lane, actually missed that. Yeah, she did just burn her flash, so obviously Chaos putting her under a little bit of pressure. Odd One was there as well, as Kevin is coming under a bit of pressure at top lane as well from Dyrus. Dyrus has got that 1 kill now, evened out with Jax, although Jax is actually on 1 to 3. Didn't actually realise that he died 3 times. It's surprising that.
Yeah, I mean, Nocturne has definitely been kind of focusing at top lane. You can see that Olaf has a kill and an assist, which of course is going to be completely focused on that Jax towards solo top. But, you know, the creep score starting to escalate out of control in Olaf's favour, was very, very even. In fact, I think Kevin had the upper hand for a while, but now you can see that Olaf has 88 and Jax on 77. You can definitely see, though, that Jax is kind of mindful of that paranoia coming in with Nocturne, so not over...
Absolutely, and I think 4 players actually around here at top lane trying to get this kill on towards Dyrus here. Candy Panda obviously thinking it was in the bush, but Dedran did just see Dyrus under the tower, so they're very, very content on getting this turret. I just realised it says mid turret has gone down now, but I'm just gonna talk about that afterwards, as Dyrus is gonna chase all 4 players on his own. Odd One is there just for the support as well. And, you know, SK have to be really careful here. Dyrus has to be careful as well. I mean, 4 players. The damage coming out. The ultimate has been burnt from Mundo. Now they are going to go this tower dive, but Odd One is there. He's going to come out, pop that spear. This is definitely going to be a kill, surely, on Candy Panda, but no! The heal has been popped, the arrow as well. Dyrus, the Ignite taking down Kevin. If he can land a jump on towards Dyrus, but Dyrus with a beautiful slow. And here comes Ari Ocelot on point, but Egg Special with a beautiful ultimate there to just flow Park out of the way, but Park was very content on maybe trying to save Egg Special. Egg Special was no, like, just get the hell out of there. The blue is going to go towards SK. There is still 5 kills to 4. Park is going to run off as well. Odd One as well, as Chaos is bot lane. So Chaos wasn't even in that fight. So, you know, really that kind of favours TSM. You know, they were kind of 4v5 there, and they still did an alright job at picking up a couple kills.
True, but I think... Sorry, say again?
I think they picked up a kill, right?
It was 1 for 1. It was 1 for an exchange, but I think SK are going to be relatively happy there because they managed to pick up that top tower. They also stole the blue as well, so I think SK will be slightly happier. Nice attempt from TSM, but unfortunately SK were just kind of moving all together as a unit, and TSM kind of seemed bit by bit. You did see Orianna come in at the end, land a shockwave, but by that time, you know, Janna was pretty much gone, dead and buried. The top lane was already down as well. It was kind of too little too late. So yeah, I think SK will be slightly happier with that exchange there at the top.
Yeah, that was some sick healing going on from Soraka right there to keep Candy Panda alive. Otherwise, he would have definitely gone down. I mean, I think it was 3 heals popped on Candy Panda just to save her. So really nice stuff coming out from Soraka, which is obviously Nif. But yeah, I did just mention this. Apparently it says mid tower down now. I haven't actually played today after that little patch. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I think it says mid towers down.
I don't have the sound on, dude. Is that the announcer saying it, or does it pop up on the screen?
Yeah, the announcer. The announcer said mid tower is down.
Well, I'm watching the stream alongside you guys, so I have it muted so I don't hear myself or Enzi twice. So I didn't actually catch that one, but yeah, nice addition nonetheless.
Absolutely, randomness has now gone. Dyrus is going to go back towards top lane as Kevin is going to come down towards mid. Park is currently on 120 creeps to Ari's 134, so keeping up just about. And Ash is coming out from bot lane. Could maybe land an arrow here on towards Orianna. X-Specials there for maybe the support as well, just if needed. But they are just pinging away as they do see Odd One going towards and warding that bush. And he is going to back away now, back towards the Golem's area. Pings are going away. They do see Ocelot, Kevin, and Nif in that bush, obviously because of the ward. They have pinged out though, so I do think that they know that ward is there. Ash's bot lane as well, just getting that farm near the tower. The tower did actually fall relatively early. SK did decide to take that one out very, very early against TSM. As Darius is just going to get this creep in mid, and I think we could see a team fight very shortly. I mean, both teams are kind of circulating around the same area. I do actually think Dragon is up very shortly. I mean, SK are in position right now. They have all 5 players at this bot lane. This is definitely just a timer on Dragon, and I don't even think TSM realized at the actual time they were doing it what was going down, so I don't think they're going to have that timer, but they are going to try and push that lane as Ocelot is going to try and push it back, but they're definitely going to see that Dragon is up right now. TSM actually there first. Ward is in this bush. Ward has been placed in that bush as well from Odd One, as the arrows do come out from Ash right now. This is going to be a 5v5 fight if it does kick off. The flash actually popped from Chaos. Beautiful switch. Nip is going to get focused, but the heals are coming out, and she is going to survive, but she is going to actually die. Arrow comes out as well. Olaf going to dodge that one. Ocelot has popped the ultimate to try and get away. Ignite has been popped. Darius is going to go down very early. Odd One is getting focused right now. Has to flash away, but the jump from Jax. Double kill from Jax right there. Kevin is going to go on towards Chaos, but the shield on Chaos is going to save him just for the second. Jax is going to go down, but Urgot will follow suit, and Park looks to be dropping as well. There's the ace for SK. Ocelot and Candy Panda, the last 2 remaining on the map so far, and Soraka has just respawned. They are going to try and get this Dragon. Has to be careful though, because both Candy Panda and Ocelot are very, very low. This is going to be hilarious if Candy Panda drops right now, and I think he is. Oh my god, epic. Epic.
Well, I think, it was worth it, really, in the end. Obviously the global goal for his team, no one gets accredited with the kill in the opposition, so kind of humiliating in one instance, but he took one for the team, trying to take down that Dragon with Ocelot, of course, and the important thing is that they did actually manage to pick it up. But going back to that team fight, Enzi, I'm just going to say, damn Kevin, you good. You're an absolute beast. He picked up 3 kills, landed 2 or 3 counter-strikes as well, did such a phenomenal job for his team in winning that team fight. Really an unsung hero for SK, such a strong player.
Absolutely, has got that 4-4 now here. It was on 1-3 before that fight, I do believe, so he is going to even up his score. 4-4 to 3. Has got the Hextech Gunblade and the Doran's Blade, and on top of that has got the Merc Treads and a Sight Ward to go along with that. And they are just going to go back top lane. Darius is going to get this farm. What has Darius got? He has got that Spirit Visage, Kindle Gem, Heart of Gold, and some Merc Treads, as Chaos is going to be in the mid, just getting this farm as well. But, that was a great, great fight from SK right there. Beautiful job right there from Kevin. And I'm not really sure what went wrong for TSM. I just think Kevin just played absolutely superbly in that team fight. The blue is going to get got right now for Park. But I'm going to just mention this right off the bat. Comparing Park's play and kind of how he did compared to, Bergson when he mixed in, Bergson was doing such a phenomenal job. Whether it's because, they're up against a team like SK now, and, Park hasn't played with them before, you always have to put that in consideration. But, maybe it's just the Orianna pick. She doesn't seem to be doing all that much. She kind of just seems to be in the shadow right now.
Well, I absolutely love Orianna as a champion, and I've said this to you before, Andy, so I'm sure you already knew that, but I don't know, JY Park's kind of positioning doesn't seem to be too great. His shockwaves aren't really turning the tide of a battle as you'd expect an Orianna to do, and I think that's kind of his downfall at the moment. Maybe a few nerves, maybe he's not used to playing with TSM. There's a lot of potential factors that kind of come into this, but the end result is his team are only 1 kill behind. There's only about 2k gold, if that, in this game, so it's by no means over. He has plenty time to come back in League of Legends. That's one of the beauties of this game. You can turn it around.
Absolutely. That's exactly what I hope to see from Park, just get straight in there and get back into that game. He is currently 0-2, but, that isn't too far behind. Mundo's on 0-2 as well, so, I mean, both players can, both get kills back. It just depends on the team fight and the outcome, but it looks like both teams have done getting their buffs right now. Mundo is just going to finish them golems, as Kevin is going to push that top lane. TSM could possibly go for a cheeky engage here. I mean, you've got Kevin top, they do see that Dedrayan isn't with the pack in mid. And Ocelot has to be careful. There's the slow. This could be Ocelot dead. Yes, it's got to be, as Chaos is going to land the switch. But Ocelot with that odd one. But a beautiful charm there. And Ocelot might just flash over that wall. No, hasn't got the flash up. And despite a Soraka heal to try and save him, Ocelot is going to get caught out in mid. Darius is going to get the kill. That's going to allow them to push that mid lane. Maybe even go for a cheeky Baron. It's always on the cards. But I think they might just go the safe route. Although Darius is going toward that Baron right now. But Odd One has back, so they're definitely not going to go for that one. Pings are going down, that award has gone there. But, that's the kind of stuff you don't want after winning a team fight. You don't want to get caught out. We saw this last night. TL got caught out, multitude of times, and they really paid the price for that one.
Yeah, I really think that Ari's greatest strength and her biggest weakness is her maneuverability, because you kind of get it in the back of your mind, hey look, I'm Ari, I will never be able to get caught, oh wait, I'm dead. And that's kind of what happened there, that she was kind of just lurking around mid all by herself. Suddenly an Urgot swap is on the card. She very nearly did manage to escape. There was kind of a reminiscence there of the Udia Great Escape. Enzi, I'm not sure if you were thinking of that yourself, but had the flash have been up, I'm sure she would have flashed through to that blue golem buff, and she could have actually been just fine. But I think, Ari just overextending, lurking around a bit too long, and unfortunately Ocelot did get punished for that, but actually did manage to use a lot of those cooldowns in the process. He did manage to use the swap coming out there from Urgot, so not completely lost in that sense.
Yeah, Chaos has already got that ultimate back up, It's only got about a 78-second cooldown, and Ari has her ultimate as well. Odd Ones is on cooldown, but is going to be up very, very shortly, so they're going to be able to gank away and just try and catch the enemy team out. Anyway, both teams are going to be a standoff in mid, although Odd One is just going to get these walls. X Special has got that Oracle now. It's going to be clearing out them walls. They are going to go towards Baron here. There's actually no ward coverage whatsoever from SK, so they're definitely going to be curious on what's going on right here. But it looks like TSM are just going to back away. They could have maybe tried and set up a trap. They know there's no wards in these bushes right now. And here come SK on the attack here. As they do put that ward down in that bush. They are just going to back away back to mid. And, if Mundo actually crossed there, Chaos could have tried a cheeky switch. But, I mean, the whole team is there. And there we go. The Ash Arrow actually missing Chaos right there. So TSM know. There is no ultimate on Ash right there. That was kind of a fail, but Chaos was just quicker thinking, just kind of dodged that one. And now SK have to be very careful. It was a valiant attempt, to say the least. I know exactly what it was. You could kind of tell what they were trying to do there. Perfect engage opportunity, but it wasn't popped off. So I think they're going to go defensive, but SK could possibly go for a Baron now, because TSM are around this dragon area. But are there any wards to see the positioning of SK? If they do go towards the Baron, they are going to see it if they go towards that bush. TSM just waiting around the dragon right now, and spawned exactly when they got there. And this should be an easy dragon right now. SK aren't even going to contest this one. It's going to fall like a fly. And now all 5 players are going to go back together towards mid. They do see Ash from that ward, so they are pinging away on towards Ash. But here they are. They're actually going to chase Candy Panda right here. As the flash comes up from Chaos, there's the switch, beautiful play. The Candy Panda is going to flash over the wall, but the fear is going to be landed on towards Candy Panda. He is going to go down. As Ash is going to fall very, very early. Darius is going to claim the kill. That was absolutely incredible play from Chaos once again with that switch, landing it to perfection after the flash over the wall. Great thinking from TSM, great team play altogether, and perfect execution, and also to Odd One as well, popping that fear off. Otherwise, Ash would have got away. But, Ash did try and flash over the wall, but it wasn't enough for that fear from Odd One. So great stuff coming out from TSM once again, just catching SK out and backing away and waiting for their cooldowns to come up, getting the buffs, and just slowly getting that gold up and up.
Yeah, I mean, I must admit, Enzi, early game, not sure if you would agree with this, but, Ash was completely bossing that bot lane. absolutely bossing it, and I was starting to think, oh god, KX, can you come back from this? Answer, resounding yes. In these kind of team fight situations, it's really where Urgot comes into his own. That swap can really make the difference. They saw him just picking off the player and giving his team the advantage once again on the kills, but as you can see there, they are still behind slightly on the gold, and that's purely down to the basis that currently SK have 3 towers down, and TSM have only taken down 1. And one more comment as well, NC, that Jack skin looks remarkably like the Spearmaster from Bloodline Champions, just saying.
Don't mention Bloodline Champions in a LoL game. That game is
It's
so
so
bad.
similar. It's ridiculous. It's like the exact same textures and everything.
I'm just going to carry on with the game. I hate that game. I ain't even played the game. I downloaded the game. Why did I even download the game? I'm going to stop raging. I'm going to carry on. They have actually pinged away on towards Kaos. They're Candy Panda with that ping off, and they are maybe going to go for this invade. They are picking away in the bush. Maybe want to, get across there. They have got the Oracle, but the Ash Arrow misses again. None of TSM did get caught out, but Chaos is going to go diving in head first there. Nip is going to get focused down, but Dyrus is going to draw his attention to Candy Panda. Chaos is going to go down early on, though. Dyrus is going to follow. Ocelot is going to claim the kill, and Odd One is going to fall as well. Surely, despite the attempt from X Special to monsoon them away, the flash did come in, and the path was completely messed up. But Ocelot right there ran straight into a minion, was like, I don't want to run back towards my tower, but you're going to run back towards your tower because pathing says so. And he wasn't able to land the charm on towards JY Park there, but they are going to go towards this Baron right now. There is no wards from TSM, so they have no vision whatsoever, as Chaos is going to be respawning in 5. I think this should be an easy Baron for SK right now. And, I kind of am doubting the positioning from Chaos right there. I mean, he kind of went straight in as an AD carry. The Ash Arrow missed as well. I can only guess it was a minor mistake, but still, there's only 1 kill in it, although the Baron buff has now been released, and it's on SK.
Yeah, I think maybe the feeling behind Urgot is he is one of the tankier, if not the tankiest AD carry out there, purely on the basis that he has a Glacial Shroud, he has a Doran's Blades as well, and the Hex Drinker. But yeah, he was kind of caught with his pants down there, and got punished. That was a 3-for-1 exchange, so beforehand that was 10-9 TSM were leading, they're now behind 12-11, and it just seems to me that they can't really stand toe-to-toe with SK right now. SK are just much more tankier, put down a lot more damage. You're now going to have Jax with the Zeal, he has the Gunblade finish, the Phage, more than likely going to be building towards that Trinity Force, and he is going to be a real badass in this game.
Absolutely. I think, just to miss positioning, I can definitely see, where Chaos was coming from. He's a very tanky AD carry, but at the moment, he's only got about 1.7k HP. You could say, okay, we're nearly 30 minutes in, that's nothing. But Kevin is very tanky now, he's got that Zeal now, he's got the Hex Blade as well, he's got that Phage, he's got that extra HP, 2.6k. But I think it was just a mistake, and they're only 1 kill down still. But they have to be very careful now not to get caught out, because that can cost them the game. It's 12 for 211, 1 kill in it, 43k to 38k, and TSM are forced to just turtle this one out for now. But I'm going to mention again, it kind of seems that Orianna isn't really doing much in any of them team fights, where you see Ocelot on the opposite team doing absolutely so much, ultimating in, landing the charm when needed as well, and the Orb of Deception, and the Foxfire when needed. So, Ocelot, just as that AP carry right there, as Ari is doing so much more damage, helping the team out so much more. But it looks like they are going to push mid now. I think they're definitely strong enough to maybe go for the tower dive, but I think it's all going to depend on this Ash Arrow right now. I mean, you've got Ocelot trying to spam them charms in, as Candy Panda is going to get focused down here, but isn't going to fall. But it's going to all be about that arrow, as Chaos's ultimate, was that Chaos? Yes, it was. I think it just failed there, and
No.
actually get away.
I think Ash used Quicksilver Sash. Did she have that? Yeah, that first item.
Yeah, she did. Oh, sorry
She
about
popped
that.
it as soon as the swap came in. Sorry, because I can't quite see the stream, I didn't want to be certain there, but yeah, she has a Quicksilver Sash, and as soon as he popped the switch, you just saw her press the button, and she was instantly out. Really good item for her in this team comp.
Indeed, the actual arrow is going to come out now from Ash. Chaos is going to fall very quickly, although he's going to flash over the wall. Beautiful heal, summon a heal, but X Special is going to bite the dust after saving the team. But Ocelot is going to just go straight over right there. Double kill coming out from Ash. Dyrus is going to get chased out, although he has got the goes to Pop, so he's going to try and get away. Kevin is going to try the down dive. The Ignite take it down, and Darius just gets in towards the fountain just on time as Ocelot will take that tower down. But beautiful play, Ramboing Ocelot right there. Ultimate straight over the wall, landing that charm and doing great damage. Ash was there to pick up the kill, and SK are slowly but surely getting stronger and stronger, building the advantage even more. This is going to be another dragon for SK right now. Despite TSM getting the last two, they still have Baron buff, although that is definitely going to expire very shortly. So great play from SK, and like I said, you know, the real reason I think SK are winning right now, if TSM had a different champion in mid, I'm not saying a different player, just a different champion, I think they'd be dealing so much more damage, and I think it'd just be so much useful, you know. Orianna, she's a good champion, but she doesn't deal as much damage as the likes of an Ahri, just coming in and completely nuking, trying to nuke the enemy team down. So I think maybe Orianna wasn't the right pick in the circumstance. I think they were kind of depending on that Ahri pick, not completely certain. I definitely did overhear them kind of saying, okay, maybe let's go for an Ahri pick. They actually had their sound unmuted. I think that might have been a mistake, or they might just been baylifing it, as they like to say. But you know, it's 14 kills to 11, 9k down. TSM can get back into this game, but after that, it's kind of hard to see them get back into the game, especially as Orianna's on 0-3 and isn't dealing all that much for her team.
Well, I mean, it's a difficult one to call, Enzi, because, you know, Urgot isn't really... He does do a fair chunk of damage, but he's definitely the kind of tankier AD in that sense, and Ashe is just all out, especially mid to late game. Ashe's damage is absolutely ridiculous, which we're seeing here. So when you have Urgot and Orianna on the same team, it's kind of difficult to see where that massive burst damage is going to come from, if you get what I mean. Because Orianna has a lot of utility, sure, she can even put a shield on one of her allies, but she's not really going to be doing the same kind of constant damage that an Ahri will, darting around the battlefield, landing the charms, and of course the Orb of Deception. Especially when it's like those 5v5 fights, Enzi, Ahri can put out so much damage in a short period of time. I don't think Orianna can really keep up with that right now. You can see it in the statistics. Orianna 037, Ahri 419. Big difference there.
Absolutely, and the charm actually hit on towards Odd One, but he is going to get away. Very close call there, and Kevin is going to come back towards his team right now. They could maybe go for a dive, but they are just going to wait out. They're going to wait for these minions to push right now. They have got that inhib down at mid, so all they need to do is push these lanes right now, let the super minions do their job. SK looked very content on ending this game. You can definitely see why. I mean, TSM aren't down and out of this game. They can definitely come back in. But the question is how? Because right now SK are playing the right game. They're pushing that lane while the super minions do the job in mid. They're going to be able to split that team up and go for the tower dive. The charm did land there on towards Kaos, but Kaos will come back. Odd One is going to clear their minions in mid right now. And of course SK is just waiting around, just slowly poking away at that tower. Candy Panda doing the job there. And I think they might actually just go for the tank right now. I think TSM did go back, but they have to be careful. The charm did just land on towards Kaos there, but the shield is going to get popped. Kaos will go back. I think he needs to, you know, he definitely needs to get his HP back. That's going to allow SK to go on here. But there's the arrow from Ashe landing on towards Park. Kevin is going to focus him down, but Kevin is going to try. He's going to have to try and get away, but Park going to land a kill. Renegade, which is Odd One, should be going down as the, oh my god, the orb from Ocelot. Too strong for Odd One. Odd One's going to go down. Kaos just got charmed. There's the double kill from Ocelot. Incredible play. And what an orb from Ocelot right there. He flashed away and used the orb at the same time. It was just like Matrix stuff right there. As the arrow did catch out Park. But Park would manage to get the kill, but one of the turrets next to the Nexus has gone down. Darius has to be very careful here as they are focusing on towards it. This is going to be a 4v3 if they do tend to engage, especially with the support as well, so they haven't got huge damage coming out. But Ashe's damage looking very strong. They are going to try and finish this one out. I think this is definitely going to be the GG. Well played for game number 1. TSM against SK. SK will win game number 1 in a very confident late game finish. Incredible stuff from SK with them team fights.
Yeah, I honestly think that TSM kind of shot themselves in the foot in that lineup right from the very beginning. I mean, on paper, it could potentially work with the Urgot